All right, what up? What up? Your boy's finally back in the building. Man, I know it's been a while. I've been on a little hiatus. Listen, life is life, man. So listen, we gonna keep the process rolling. But I did tell y'all, I'm have some special guests on the show. People that I feel like are very important and feel like very vital in my life. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, a lot of people, if y'all don't know already, my boy Joe Briggs in the building.
What it do, y'all? Y'all know we here. Y'all already know how when we get together, it's
Yes,
just
sir.
completely just bonkers for those who truly know us. So,
Yes,
you
sir.
know, hey, it's a pleasure being on this show, man.
Yes,
And
sir.
we got some good topics for
Yes,
y'all, so we
sir.
we really about to dive into this. We ain't about to waste no time. So,
No.
you know what I'm saying? Let's just go with it, baby.
Listen. So check this out, man. If y'all don't know, like personally, how we do things, you know, we generally are gym guys. Like we like to go to the gym, we like to work out, we like to stay in shape. You know what I'm saying? So we're those type of guys. Now, one of the situations I want to kind of dive into is it's a stereotype, man. It's a stereotype
Man.
that I feel like needs to be addressed.
Address it, please. Address it.
I feel like it needs to be
Need to address it.
Okay, so and it's crazy because it's a topic that like over the last it's been some years that and now keep in mind now like me and Joe we've had conversations about this but we haven't really dived detail into the situation and
yeah,
really kind of tackled it.
Numerous conversations, yeah.
Because I would tell Joe like, hey man, listen, let's just kind of hold off on the conversation and let's kind of save it for the podcast because I feel like it's something that we can really dive into.
Bro.
So this ain't premeditated. This ain't something we practiced or nothing like that. We just I'm gonna give my we got our take.
We literally had to get off the phone with each other because we can go for hours and hours and not get no work done just talking about whatever we're talking about, you know. So,
yes, sir. So, but no, so like the stereotype of, you know, we go to the gym, we similarly, like we do pretty much the same workouts. You know what I'm saying? We have the same goal in mind, and I've come to find out, which for a while I thought on my own without talking to him, I was like, man, like I've been over the last couple of years, I've been approached. Not directly, but I've heard at first like there's no way because of how I look and because of like, you know, how hard I go in the gym, you know, how serious I take the gym and how like my physique may look.
Yeah.
It can be intimidating to a female to approach who the female may not look like. So, okay, let me say this. So if you're a female and you're a girl and you come into the gym and say it's just your first time, you ain't never been to the gym before. Like, listen, I want to get on the. I want to work out. This is. I'm brand new. You know, I'm trying to lose 60 pounds or 50 pounds or whatever it may be. I'm trying to look good or whatever it may be. And you decide to go to the gym and you walk in there. You see all these dudes in here that's like, man, they look like they've been in the gym for about. Since they've been born, right?
Arnold Schwarzenegger looking.
They top to bottom. They physiqued out. They going crazy, right?
Yeah.
So, like the crazy part about it is when you walk in the gym and you might find that you might think in your mind like, hey, this guy, man, he looks amazing. This guy looks like, man, whoo. And you might be single. And you decide like, man, I would love to go talk to this guy, but there is no way this guy would like to talk to me because look at me and look at him.
Exactly.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I've had so many times where I've actually, this is before, this is single Joe, your boy engaged now. But it's been plenty of times like I done had a female come up to me and be like, we'd be talking about, you look real nice, you look real good, and it'd be like, I don't even think you give me a time of day. I'm like, what?
Right.
Like, where you get that from? And she was like, well, look at you. I was like, oh, I said, so you automatically assume that I'm supposed to like, fit women that's in like, Incredible Hulk shape look like me. Everybody has a preference. And I just like, how you get that just by looking? Right. It's like have a conversation with somebody first,
right?
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Don't put it in your head because you might you want to shoot your shot and it's over with. It's over with.
It's like, man, you have to understand like there's not to a lot of men like there's not just because I'm a person that looks like I'm in shape that doesn't automatically mean that that's my type like that I have to have the type of that looks like me. For me personally, I always say, like, when I'm laying in the bed and it's completely dark in the room, I'm laying in the bed and my lady's laying next to me and I'm holding on to her. And this is me personally. I can't speak for every man because every man's different. Every man's got their own preference.
And that's cool.
Joe's got his preference, I got my preference.
That's cool.
But like I said, if I'm laying in the bed and it's dark and I got my hand around my lady and it's dark, I can't see nothing, I don't want to feel a body that feels like mine.
Absolutely not.
That's just me, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
can't do it.
I have my preference and the body type or, you know, how it feels like. But that's not to say there's not men out there who like women who have muscles, who have a six-pack, who have traps, who have, you know, the calves are bulging out like crazy.
Quadzillas.
I mean,
I get it.
Right.
I get it. We get it, you know. And there's some women like that who actually really do look good, you know. But everybody has a type, and you know, you'll never know that person's type until you really ask that person. Right. So, like, you know, and it's for men and women, you know, even when it comes into guys who's really not, you know, having their physique the way they want it to look, and they see this bad chick in the gym, like, man, she's hot, blah, blah, blah. She may not want the guy with, you know, traps and big old shoulders and, you know,
that's a fact, though.
Just huge legs. She may not want that person.
That's a fact.
She might just want a normal guy, you know, who like to keep himself up and like to stay in shape, you know, who don't look like that,
right.
you know?
Yeah.
But don't assume by just looking at a person and saying that, oh, they never give me no time of day, blah, blah, blah. And then you miss your chance of trying to even maybe find your soulmate, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or whatever you want to call that, whatever that might be, you know?
Yeah.
It's just so wild, and I thought that I was the only one who had that conversation until like we talk all the time.
That's exactly how it happened.
And then it's just like
you did this happen to you? Like, wait, did you too, kid? Like, oh no, for real? No, man. So
man, you like taking every word out of my mouth. I'm like, oh my, like, so you get it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
it's like you don't really understand. So what I did was I started asking like I would ask not Joe, but like women are like, I would never have tried to talk to you because I thought you were like, there's no way you would want to, you know, you would like a girl who's, you know, maybe thicker or, you know, taller or shorter or, you know, because let's just keep it real. Like every girl is just swears they're a million pounds. You know what I'm saying? So every girl's, you know, you know, she can be super fit and she swears she's going to be overweight. So it doesn't matter whatever. But like I said, every man in the gym, even if they're fit, has their preference. There's not one specific preference. So if you come into the gym and you might walk into the gym and you have no idea, but that guy that you probably think is like, man, he looks great, and you might think that you're out of shape. That guy that you think is off the chain, he might think that you look amazing, and it's your first day in the gym, and you might think you ain't touched the gym, no dumbbell, you ain't ran, you 250 pounds. Hey, that guy might be into that. You have no idea, so you cannot assume that just because this guy is chiseled up, that he wants a chiseled up female. That's just not how that works. No, it just isn't. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that every man, you know, wants a girl that's, you know, maybe not as in shape, but every man has a preference. Every man has a preference.
It's like every woman has a preference. You know?
Facts. Yep.
A woman wants to feel like, you know, her man secures her. You know, like she's secure with her man. So, you know, they kind of look for the guys who's more like, you know, big and beefy and all that, whatever you want to call it, you know. But some women don't look at it like that.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily associate, you know, a secure guy with a whole bunch of muscles, you know what I'm saying? Or who can, you know, pick up the biggest weight, you know, the heaviest weight, you know. And so like, you know, it's like people just, you know, don't go off your own way of thinking.
Don't get in your mind. Don't get in your head.
Yeah, don't get in your head. Don't get in your head. And like, it's a model that I always go by. I tell a worse a female can say is no.
Yeah.
For men, a worse a female can tell you is no. For females, a worse a male can tell you is no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So one will say no, another one will say yes. So like, that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna be mad when you see that guy again. With that girl who you thought was supposed to be the Incredible Hulk, and really she's just a normal person, and you be like, well, dang.
You be mad at yourself.
Be mad at yourself.
Yeah,
like,
be mad at yourself.
Now you look stupid.
Yeah, so like I said, just keep in mind that like everybody has their own body type. Do not go into the gym. If you go to the gym, if you're going to the gym right now, and if there's a guy or if there's a female that you know, because it's guys, it's both guys and girls. But if you go to the gym right now, and you feel like that person just whenever there's no way he would look at you or he or she would look at you because of how you look. Go in there and just shoot your shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously be respectful about it, but don't assume.
Don't be a creep.
Yeah, don't look at yourself as like I look like complete garbage. Like there's no way I would have a chance because you have no idea. He might be excited, man. I'm glad you like. What? Look at me, like I look like crap.
Yeah.
But you have no idea. Like that's his body type. He's into that. He might like a girl like you. Yeah. How many? I mean, we really want to talk about it. Listen, women, they not down with. There's a lot of women who ain't really down with dudes who are chiseled up. That bod is the new thing. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a gut, or if you ain't thick and you know bearded out and stuff like that, then that's the new sexy nowadays. Listen,
I'm gonna tell you right now. My fiance, she hated the way I looked in the beginning. Like. The way I look now, then I was like chiseled to the bone. I was like bone chiseled. She didn't hate it, but she was like, I like the new you. And I was like, she was like, I got something I can hug on it. And just dad bod. You know what I'm saying? Type energy. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
I thought if I had this, this 8-pack, you know what I'm saying? Every muscle, every striation showing that, man, couldn't tell me nobody. I get all the chicks. You know what I'm saying?
Times have changed, bro.
But women don't want that.
Yeah.
You know, my woman didn't want that. So I'm just looking at it like, well, damn. I'm thinking, just like y'all, she wants to look at a man a certain type. Mm-hmm. So I get that type. And that ain't even what she wants. Yeah. So like, just don't be going
you can't
in
assume.
there.
Yeah. So
don't be going assuming. Yep. You change your way, and you'll find out that person is not really like that, and then you're like, well, I didn't miss out, but I could have missed out, and so like,
I mean, listen, man. So you get it. You see the example. Like y'all like dad bods, like the chiseled 6-pack. I'm not saying it's not in. But it's just not as popular like it was back in the day, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Just like back in the day, Slim, Barbie, was the cool, nice little, body type to be.
Petite body.
But now if you're thick, the thicker, that's more, everybody would get the BBLs and the big old blumptious lips and all that stuff.
To each their own, but
you see where it's going. Like people are starting to like shift into that space.
Yeah.
Me personally, like listen, I'm not I'm not with all that.
You have
but all that. We team all natural over here.
All natural.
Team all natural.
All natural.
Team all natural.
Man, I don't care, but I don't need your boobies way up here.
Yeah.
All right, let's not go all the way like there. But you feel what I'm saying? Like, be you.
Yeah, be you.
Be what God gave you.
Yeah, be you. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, just if you go to the gym and there's somebody you see that's in shape and you just feel like you just don't have a chance, just don't assume that that person is just gonna reject you because you don't have no idea what that person's body type is. You're just assuming.
Yeah.
Because that's not where we're at. I promise you. No. So I was always getting put into the category of like I have to like this particular type of girl whenever it's so far away from the truth.
You know what's crazy? You know another thing? Like I remember like me being in the gym and like working out and like chicks would walk around. I mean I had this one chick come up to me and she was like finally said hello, and I said, hey, bye-bye. We exchanged names, and we were just talking, and I don't know how it happened, but somehow we got on the subject talking about, like types, right? Mm-hmm. And she was like...
Body types?
Yeah, body types, and then, like, just types in general, right?
Yeah.
And then she looked at me and said, she was like, when I looked at you, I only thought like, you would date...
I already know.
You would date white girls. And I was just like...
He's like, what?
Why would you think that?
Yeah.
And she was like, you just... I just
look
like the type that you would do that. And I'm just like, okay, well, however, society may have showed that, what's going on. But, you truly never know until you ask somebody. You know what I'm saying? Until you get to know that
somebody.
person.
Yeah, for sure.
And so.
But you can't even judge somebody off of just, if say, like, if you date a white girl or a black girl, whatever it may be, you can't judge that person just based off that one particular person they're dating. Like that person might have had dated a black girl before that, or a white girl before that, or whatever it may be. But I mean, man, you're right. Society, man, based off of who you were with or your past, you automatically stamp in what that person is. There's no other color for them. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So I get you 100% on that. Trust me.
And it's like, I mean. I like all colors. You know, but,
Facts.
But I love them all.
Yes.
But
We don't discriminate. Like, there's no discrimination over here, bro.
And the thing
it's
about
all love.
it, it's all love. But it is just so funny. Like, it goes to show when you assume or you get in your mind, you really you just mess yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Without saying the most nicest way of saying it, you mess yourself up for anything that might happen. Where you might find a friend, a soulmate, or whatever that might look like. You know, because you want to get in your head and think a certain way, you know, and so people,
and
have a conversation.
And the intimidation can be real. Like being intimidated it can be real. But just don't assume though. Just don't assume. Like if you're nervous, that's one thing. Like I mean, good. I get nervous in certain situations too. Yeah. But don't just assume that like there's no way that she's gonna or he or she is gonna approve of how I look. There's just no way. Because every man has got their own specific type of body type that they like, and you don't have no idea what that is. Like how many times you be like, man, I would have never guessed. Like I get it all. I would have never guessed. Like, well, you just never know unless you just ask. You know what I'm saying?
And look at
you just don't know.
And look at this. We're human, right? Mm-hmm. So it's hard to say just don't assume. You know,
right, yeah.
So it's say
So naturally,
we do it all the time.
Facts, yeah.
But then you gotta tell yourself, okay, I'm not just going to assume. Okay, in order for me to get more validated information, you know, the only thing I could do is open my mouth.
Right.
To go say something.
Yeah.
You know, and so I'm not sitting there saying that you gotta do that.
Yeah.
You know,
for sure.
because you can't.
But if you wanted to, like in the back of your head, like, man, I really want to, but there's just no way.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
100%.
And so you know the logic reason, the more, you know, the feasible, the more understanding reason is to go say something.
Facts.
You know, don't just
don't assume that you ain't got a chance.
And then you walk away, you know.
Be like, well, and then next you know what you said earlier, like you walking down the street and you see that person with the girl or like man, like I would have never known that, you know, he'd be walking with a person like that. Like I would have talked to him in the gym if I knew he like that. Like, well, you didn't ask, so she beat you to the punch. So you never know unless you try. So that's just a big stereotype, man. I feel like is really like, man, it's so far from the truth. So, like I said, I mean, I don't know how many of y'all go to the gym now, because like I said, I feel like the gym is becoming kind of a lot of people is kind of steering away from the gym. But if you do go to the gym, or if you see somebody who just looks like they go to the gym, don't feel like that person is not going to be, you know, susceptible to like wanting to talk to you. So don't assume that. You know what I mean?
You might. But don't be going to the gym looking for love anyways.
Right, fact.
Get them goals.
Yeah,
for sure. Goals first.
Yeah, 100%.
Get them goals first, but like you can't help it.
Because, listen, we're going to keep this clear right now. When me and Joe go to the gym, listen, we anybody who watches us go to the gym, they know we locked in. Mm-hmm. So, we ain't on the hunt. We go to work when we get in the gym. Mm-hmm. And there's been females who's asked, like, hey, can we work out with you? Hey, guess what? You getting to work. We ain't in here playing. Yep. So, we definitely ain't in here looking for no dates. Nope. We ain't in here makeup up. We ain't doing none of that stuff. We in here getting worked in. So
and as being a personal trainer, which by the way, you know, my app's on the Apple Store. You know, SBJ Fitness ain't on the Google Store. Y'all go download it. Hey,
check them out. Hey,
support your boy.
Dude's a beast.
But you know, as a personal trainer, you know, I take it very serious. And if you wanna look a certain way, you know, we're not in the gym to play. You know what I'm saying? We're here to have fun, we're here to enjoy it, but we're here to put in the work too as well. So like
I think anybody who knows Joe, anybody who knows me and seen us in the gym, y'all know we don't mess around. We're not in here looking around to be cute, to be cool, to be whatever it may be. But it's just something we've noticed like over time, because we've been working out for years and years, and we've noticed over time that females have come up to us and be like, they assume that because of how we look, that we like one particular type of body type, and it's just false. And so I just feel like it's a common thing that I feel like a lot of people need to get out of their heads with this situation. But yeah, like I said, if there's somebody you feel like it's, you know, he looks good, he or she looks fit and is in shape, and top model, whatever you want to call him, and you don't know unless you ask. Yeah. Because they might like the complete opposite of what they might look like. You just don't know. You just give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah. But I just, like I said, we want to tackle that. We want to touch on that. And just kind of like let everybody know, like, hey, you never know unless you just give it a shot, man. But like I said, just want to come and check in and give y'all some information on that, man, and let y'all know, you know, hey, sometimes you could be in your own head, but listen, you're gonna get more collabs with my boy Joe.
Absolutely.
I want y'all to tap in. My boy got a YouTube channel too. He doing his thing with the fitness. Why don't you go ahead and break it down?
It's called SBJ Fitness. It's just motivation tips of how you should go about your day, becoming the best version of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got a 30-day one coming soon. If you don't know the type of workouts, you can get on there and check it out. I'm going to be bringing up some other stuff. And like I said, I got an app in the Apple Store and Google Store. It's called SBJ Fitness. Go download it. It's very easy. It's for people who can work out at home, in the gym.
Beast.
Hey, the work is there, y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to be the best version of yourself, there you go. You know,
Beast.
Appreciate y'all. Support your boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, y'all gonna see a lot more of my boy. So, hey, we turning up, baby. Hey, much more collabs coming up, man. I appreciate y'all checking in. Till the next time, salute, baby.
Let's go.